Department, and fellow Bike the Bridges committee member and dedicated member of the Law Enforcement Torch Run, to introduce our next inductee, Brian.
Shawn will say that since I got promoted to lieutenant recently, I need the glasses to see straight, so that's why I'm doing one show. It has nothing to do with age. I'm humbled and honored to be up here to introduce Sergeant Shawn Maples, recently retired from Cerrito PD. Not only is he a good friend, him and his wife are amazing friends, but I consider him the reason why I found my passion for Special Olympics. Every day I talk to Shawn during Bike the Bridges planning or torch run planning, and I would either lament about lack of participation, or people not being generous enough, or finding new ways to raise money, or finding new ways to stay motivated. And Shawn would just put his arm around me and say, "You're doing it, man." And it took me a while, but as I look out and I see the people that I've known since conferences, and at the summer games, and at different events like the Polar Plunges or the Bike the Bridges, I think it's amazing that all of us sitting here are just doing it, man. And that's what we're here for. So that's my little introduction of how I know Shawn and why I love him to death. And here's the prepared speech. So hopefully I don't lieutenant it up, Shawn, for you. Sergeant Shawn Maples has been a supporter of Special Olympics for more than 15 years. And he has used his passion and creativity to make a major impact on the Northern California program. As a member of the El Cerrito Police Department, Shawn became involved with Special Olympics through the Law Enforcement Torch Run and grew his participation to eventually become the Assistant Director of the Northern California LETR Executive Committee. And he also served as the LETR Regional Director through 2017. In 2010, Shawn and Lieutenant Steve Bonini had a great vision, and it was the creation of the first Bike the Bridges fundraiser in Martinez. This biking event is a community favorite event and includes an all-you-can-eat barbecue lunch, a brew fest with a wide variety of craft beers, good live entertainment, and a variety of vendor booths and participation from law enforcement and the community. The event has grown in both scale and number of participants nearly every year. And in 2019, we're proud to say that it raised more than $116,000 with over 1,000 attendees at the event. Shawn, Steve, and Matt, they started this event with just a little goal in mind. And as of today, in total, since the event began, it's raised over $800,000 for Special Olympics. Shawn played a major role in Northern California's involvement in the 2015 Special Olympics World Games in Los Angeles. He helped organize two parts of the final leg and coordinated ceremonies and respective runs through Sacramento, South Lake Tahoe, Auburn, Sonoma, Santa Rosa, Petaluma, Novato, and San Rafael. Shawn was also selected to the World Games final leg support team, where he traveled with the 125 runner contingent for nearly a month. Shawn continues to be a staunch advocate for the Law Enforcement Torch Run and Special Olympics even after retirement, and is still relied upon to this day to assist with local and international conferences. Shawn exemplifies the Torch Run movement, and I am honored to recognize him here tonight and call him my dear friend. Congratulations, Shawn.
Joining us this evening to help present Shawn's award is Special Olympics athlete Sophie Howarth. Sophie. the step stool over here. First and foremost, thank you all for being here tonight. I'm tremendously humbled and honored to be before you. Lieutenant Guard, as with both lieutenants, you took twice as long as you should have, and maybe do something way out of proportion that didn't need to be. When I first got involved in Special Olympics, it was because I was at a point in time in my career where it wasn't as satisfying as it should be or had been. I was kind of tired with the direction law enforcement was going, and it was time for a change. It was time to do something for the community that really was meaningful, and that was Special Olympics. There's no more deserving segment of society than the Special Olympics athletes, who are underrepresented in many forms of our community and deserve far more recognition than they are given. Law Enforcement Torch Run gives us that opportunity to do that. As law enforcement, we are the voice for the public to get them involved and let them understand what needs to happen in our communities to make them better places. Lieutenant Benini and I and Ian Visas from Hercules Police Department decided that we were going to make that effort. We met with Wendy Shipley from the Special Olympics and decided to put on Bike the Bridges, and it has grown to what it is today. After the first time we put it on, we all knew that it was something very special. By bringing on the additional help with Matt Avery from Pinole, Lieutenant Guard, I can call you Lieutenant. It's grown into something very special, and within the next 2 years, we will hit that $1 million mark and do nothing but move forward. I had no idea the Law Enforcement Torch Run was as big an entity on this planet that it is until 2010 when I went to my first conference. And at my first conference, I met many of you in this room, everybody that's on that list that's been previously inducted into the Hall of Fame. To this day, you're my inspiration, you're my mentors, you're the reason that I do what I do. And without people like you, administrations that give the freedom and flexibility to go out and do things, none of this would happen. Without the support of my family, and my administration and the police department over the years, while I disagreed greatly with much of what they did, they still gave me the freedom to do what's right for Special Olympics. At that conference in 2010, Wendy Shipley was an integral part in my attending that, and she introduced me to a variety of people. At the conference, at the banquet dinner, they give the John Carrion Unsung Hero Award. And at that time, one of the nominees was this beautiful young lady by the name of Diana Tuttle. She was sitting right next to me. Here we are a decade later, she's sitting right next to me as my wife. It changed my life and sent me in a direction with motivation and inspiration from everybody around me that keeps me going to this day. I thank each and every one of you for being here. I love you. Keep up the good work.